Yo, what to do, everybody? It's your boy Calico TV, aka the Do-Rag King. Back with some more reactions, man. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you could say that. I am back with some more reactions, man. Back with the Red Notice review. If you guys are wondering why I got this nice, comfy, comfortable blanket on, it is 44 degrees outside right now. It is cold. It is brick, all right? It is cold in my house. It's 44 outside. It has to be at least 10 in my house. So, yes, there's a blanket on the reactions. But we got Red Notice review, man. I think me and the wifey watched this. I want to say we watched this before New Year's. It's either before or after New Year's, but nonetheless, we watched it on Netflix, man. Honestly, bro, this is just a typical action heist, whatever you want to call it, movie. Just with some nice actors, and you got Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and Wonder Woman girl. I don't know her name by heart, but I mean, hopefully they'll tell me what her name is in this review. You feel me? But we checked it out on Netflix, man. Once again, Netflix knows how to Netflix, man. It's like they get high budget actors with no script and nothing else. I mean, the fights were okay. The explosions and how it's filmed, everything looked good until they start talking and you get to know what the story is, and then it's just like bro, like what am I watching here? What am I I'm not watching the movie. I'm just watching people try to act. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, man, but definitely failed on the scripting stories part of this movie. But I mean, it's a typical Netflix movie, man. You know what I mean? Netflix has been doing this for a minute now. High budget movies on Netflix. Like, these movies are the ones that could be in theater. Red Notice can be shown in theaters right now and do relatively okay. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they got something going on over there, bro. But I did enjoy it. I will watch this again. The replay value on it is pretty high. But yeah, man, I really ain't got really too much, man. I mean, it's just a review. I mean, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. It's a typical action movie, man. You know what's crazy though? I'm not even going to hide what just happened. So I already recorded half of this already, but in the middle of my recording, the lights went off. So yeah, I know my lights went off and my internet out is just going bonkers right now. Every time the internet got fixed, like every time they send me a message say, "Hey, we fixed your internet," the backdoor outage again. It's just like, bro, just keep the outage. I'd rather have an outage for a week if y'all can just fix it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, I know it's just hurting my business, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, just fix it. You feel me? But they got Red Nose review. Let's see what they got, man. Shout out to Xfinity.
Very nude cow whispering.
Let me know if it's loud, man. Let me know if the videos be loud.
On paper, Red Notice reads like a no-brainer crowd pleaser.
Yeah, now before we get into it, I did say this guy is a snooze fest. So if you just see me just not talk for like a minute or two, yeah, you'll know why.
Rawson Marshall Thurber directs A-list trifecta Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot in a slick action-adventure romp.
Just
It's
spill
got
my coffee.
everything you need for the proverbial good soup of movie making.
And I spill my coffee.
Unfortunately, Red Notice just takes sequences from far better films and mushes them all together into some bad goulash.
Some bad goulash. Red Notice review. I don't know what they're gonna rate this movie, but I would say this: I'm not rating no higher than an 8. Okay, I'm a listen to what he got to say, because sometimes when I look at these reviews and stuff, they do be giving me some extra, you know what I mean, some extra knowledge into it. So it kind of sways my my review or whatnot. So I'm gonna see what they say. If I agree with everything and I already touched on it, then boom, I'm just gonna say it was a solid 8. You know what I mean? So, my bad if it started lagging right there. I don't know why it started lagging, but
It starts well enough with an engaging opening that sets up the MacGuffins of the film, which are the 3 ornate eggs that Mark Antony supposedly gifted Cleopatra on their wedding day. 2 were recovered, with one in a museum in Rome and the other in the private collection of a wealthy arms dealer, while the third exists only in rumor. The Rome-based egg is targeted for thievery on the black
nerve in my
market,
neck, Chad.
which spurs Johnson's FBI special profiler and art specialist John Hartley to confirm that it's still secure. It is not, because famed art thief
Duh.
Booth, played by Reynolds, has already absconded with the priceless piece. The other player in this quest is Godot's Sarah Black, a slinky
Was that her name or like? Okay.
art thief who makes it her life's work to be just one step ahead of both Hartley and Booth, as she's pursuing the eggs for a buyer willing to pay $300 million for their collection and delivery. In the first act, Thurber teases with a breezy and well-choreographed museum escape that he's going to subvert the big, loud set pieces expected in these kinds of films with something different. And then he doesn't deliver. The more globe-trotting chases we see, the less each scenario feels original or fresh. Several action sequences are framed like first-person video games with the camera putting us inside the action, but it's not exhilarating or innovative. It just feels gimmicky. There's also a pair of pretty distracting suspensions of disbelief required. First, that Reynolds could hold his own with Johnson in a fistfight, and secondly, that Johnson and Godot's characters wouldn't gag Reynolds with a sock by the second act. Booth is a test to the nerves, with his constant, terrible running commentary of comebacks and snarkery about everything.
But that's usually what Ryan Reynolds is. Like, they try to make characters centered around how he came up and how he is acting. You know what I mean? They want to do that snarly jokes and witty, crazy comments and stuff like that. And oh my god, feels like a whole ding-a-ling in my, you know what I mean? You know the stuff Ryan Reynolds be saying, just be off the wall crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So I get what he's saying though.
Yes, it's Reynolds' signature shtick, but in Red Notice, he operates like an obnoxious talking doll with a broken pull string, and we all know he can do better when the material allows it. Additionally, there's no real antagonist of note to hang the stakes on, and that's because Thurber is more interested in maintaining the moral liquidity of all the characters. It's just an endless race from museums to Russian prisons to bullfighting rings and jungles, which all blur together as we wait for the leads to double-cross each other, because that's all the whole movie keeps giving us.
The whole movie kept saying.
Feels derivative from another movie, from Ocean's 11 to National Treasure to Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. It's a shame because this talented cast is clearly up for doing something different. Godot, when she appears, seems to be having a ton of fun. Reynolds is more than capable of not coming across like a human blooper reel, but that's all he's asked to do here. And Johnson does his best to bring a competent hotness to Hartley so he's not just the muscle, which makes him the MVP. But the dialogue and strange forced bromance that Booth demands of Hartley, even if it's a joke, is tiring and not as engaging as the filmmakers think it is.
Yeah.
How's it going with your course?
All right, man. So they kind of touched on everything that I was already ranting and stuff about. You know, they basically in ninja terms and Kelly TV reaction terms, the writing was just bad. You know what I mean? The scripting was bad. That's basically what they just said for the last 30 seconds to a minute, that the writing was bad. So off of that verdict, I'm gonna go ahead and say solid. I give it a solid 7. I ain't gonna lie. It's not bad, but it ain't good either. Yeah, I mean, 7 is good. So yeah, it is a good movie. I gotta think of it on Netflix. Yeah, it is a good Netflix movie. It has replay value out this world. You could replay this movie a lot. So yeah, I would say this is about a 7, if not a 7.5.
Crime.
Red Notice starts with a lot of energetic potential, but then devolves into a pastiche of other better films. Of the 3 megastar leads, Dwayne Johnson acquits himself the best, committing to his FBI profiler as more of a brainy hero rather than just brawn, and it works. Reynolds exists as a quip machine who gets tiresome quick, while Godot feels like she's barely in it. While this may be positioned as a new franchise, there's nothing here that sets up any urgency or excitement to go on more adventures with this trio.
I feel it. Wow, they said mediocre. Oh, it actually was in theaters. Interesting. I didn't know this movie was in theaters. Interesting. They gave it a 5 though. Very interesting. Mediocre. Man. I mean, but it's like, it's not a bad Netflix movie though. Like, you know what it is though? I just expect these type of movies on Netflix. Like, I mean, like, I had to like sway my score to a Netflix score. You feel me? I would agree with this. I ain't gonna lie, I would agree with this now since it says in theaters. I didn't know it was in theaters as well. So I mean, yeah, it is about a 5. Yeah, I mean, but I thought it was only on Netflix, because if it's just on Netflix, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, like, but dang, this came out in theaters. Yeah, dang, theaters the 5th and Netflix on the 12th, bro. Who went to theaters to see this? Like, what's the point? I might as well stay home. I got Netflix. You know what I mean? Dang, I didn't know. That's crazy. Well, they gave it a 5. I gave it a 7. I'm gonna say I gave it a 7 on the Netflix score, not you know what I mean, not the theater score, theater and Netflix score. So, hey man, as always, man, don't forget to. It's I don't know which video it is. I think it's in the middle right here, like in the middle of the mediocre, maybe. I don't know, man. Just make sure you guys click on that last video, man. Check me out. Don't forget to join my Discord. I forgot to add it in my description. I'm about to add it in today, okay? Join my Discord. And don't forget to like the video. It's your boy Calico TV, aka the Do Rag King. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Deuces.